Right, welcome back to episode 3 of the BMW E91 rebuild with Rick's Rebuilds. So yeah, welcome back guys, like, comment, subscribe. So today we're going to fit the cam cover gasket. It's just rested on the tailgate of the Range Rover. Also need to investigate the coolant line going into the gearbox cooler to find out what's going on there. What else is there? What else are we thinking? I think that's it. Oh yeah, obviously start the car. Apart from that, hopefully in this video, if you can see it driving, fingers crossed. And yeah, so we're going to get to it now. We're going to fit that cam cover. Right, let's do it. Right, okay. Everyone does it, come on. Right guys, so I just thought I'd do a quick montage of me putting the cam cover back on, as this is probably the second time that you've seen me do it. So I'm just doing up all the bolts now, connecting up all the loom, all ready for us to start the car. On. Right, okay guys, here we go. Second start. Just take a moment. Okay. Misfiring again.
Misfiring again. Misfiring again.
Why are you misfiring again? Right, let's hook it up to Delphi and see what's stored. Maybe it's just a bad plug again. Right, let's do it. Right, okay, so you now join me in the BMW. We're just using all comms, or auto comm rather, to log in and just see what's going on. Petrol. Right, so we've got a misfire on cylinder 2. We've also got a crankshaft sensor code come up, which might actually explain the chain rattle that I've got. Okay. Right guys, so it looks to me like the timing chain is going to have to be looked into a little bit further, because that crankshaft sensor is either going to be a bad sensor or it's going to be the timing chain is not right. So when I rev it up to 3,000 revs per minute, you can hear that the chain's slacking and then it's dying. So I'm going to take out the tensioner. I'm just going to see what's going on there. And yeah, we'll go from there really. Old chain tensioner out. So removing the chain tensioner is actually quite complicated. It's a 27mm spanner and you've got to remove a bunch of things just to even get access to it. And it takes ages. Oh, there it is. I was just taking off the top thermostat line, and I can't see any oily residue in the coolant, which is really good. So I'm going to take off that tensioner now, ready for the new one. Right, so hopefully that gives us a little bit of better access now to the tensioner. So yeah, I'll just keep on going, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. But no, it's an absolute pain to get out. There's hardly any access to it. Yeah, so now that is stuck on the closed position. Right, okay, so I'm going to put the tensioner back in now. As you can see, it was locked, like closed. So I'm thinking, if it's locked closed, then surely there's not going to have any tension on the chain. So hopefully now, when we start it, it's probably going to leak oil a little bit. But I'm hoping there's not going to be any kind of chain rattle. So let's start it now and see what's see how it goes on. Right guys, so we took the old tensioner out and now I'm putting the new tensioner in. And in a few moments you're going to see how it all goes wrong. So let's cut to it. Well, as you can see, there is quite a bit of oil squirting out. So we definitely need to replace that chain tensioner. But there's not that much chain rattle anymore. So could it have just been like a stuck tensioner the whole time? So yeah, I'm going to put the new tensioner in it. Also, we need to replace the PCV valve. So take the loom off again and access the intake manifold because it sits under there. So I'm going to disassemble that now while we're waiting for the parts. And yeah, so hopefully we've cracked it. All right, let's do it. I also need to take out the other tensioner again. So yeah, let's do that. All right. Right, so good news. Now everywhere is caked with oil. Everywhere. And I mean everywhere. I'm going to have to get the jet wash on this, I think. It's the only way to get all this oil off. So we're going to jet wash it, I think. Not now, but we will. Otherwise it's just going to stink. Right, so I need to remove this manifold now. Let's get the workshop diagram up to see how that's done. So workshop diagram states you've got to start by disconnecting the battery and unplug the valvetronic motor and all the vacuum hoses. So you've got to undo all the body throttle bits and carefully remove the fuel rail with injectors still attached to it, which I didn't do. Now you've got to crack off the 6 E14 bolts holding the manifold to the head. Right, so with this giant manifold, actually quite weighty to it, is now removed. That will now give us access to the PCV system, which sits just under the manifold, like that, I think. Like this. Yeah, like this. So I think excess pressure has basically caused the smoke. I hope. Oil leak. Can't really see much of an oil leak in here, but there is a lot of stagnant oil, which obviously would cause a lot of smoke as the engine's getting hot. So we're going to clean all this up, but I'm just going to show you BMW, in all their wisdom, have actually put the starter motor right under the manifold on these ones, because usually they're mounted just behind the gearbox, but not on this one. This one, right there. So, just to summarise it, we've taken this out. Basically, this was stuck in the open position, which has caused the chain to be fully tensioned up, where before it was stuck in the closed position, which obviously, as you can probably tell, was causing that chain slack, we hope. So that should buy us a little bit of time instead of doing a whole complete rebuild. The cams look good. I still can't believe they put the starter motor underneath that. That's crazy. The oil leak. I can't see that there's any further oil leak other than down here there is a lot of oil which could be contributing to the smoke, which it probably is, to be fair. So if you look down there, there is a lot of oil just sitting there. Yeah, so I'll have to give it a proper good clean up, which is going to be a bit of pain, but needs must. So yeah, I'm going to get some soapy water and then brake cleaner. I'll take this apart, put a new one of these in. I think these just pop off usually, don't they? And yeah, let's hope for the best. Right guys, so just cutting into us actually taking apart the PCV valve. Basically it was actually quite blocked. There's a few little I don't know, chambers in it, which actually were completely blocked. So we're just spraying it with obviously cleaner now, get it unblocked, and yeah, let's hopefully put it all back together again and fit it back in the engine. Alright. Right, okay, so great news. After hours of pain and suffering, the manifold's back in. I didn't show that because it was stressful enough trying to put it in. So I didn't put it in the video, so sorry about that. But what I'm going to do now is I need to put a new O-ring on the chain tensioner. and then we're going to start it, and hopefully that's going to be the end of the issues with the BMW. So here we go. Right, just went for a test drive, and well, all hell broke loose really. Started after about 3 or 4 minutes, engine just started juddering, vibrating, and had a drivetrain fault come up. So again, you have to scan the code, find out what's going on. Also, still leaking oil at the back, and now I've got a coolant leak, but the coolant leak's only an O-ring. But here we go again. Let's read the codes. Right, here we go again. Exclamation mark. Right, okay, well this tells us... Right, okay, so according to Diagnostics, it's pointing towards the valvetronic motor or sensor that's out. And the valvetronic sensor lives under the cam cover, of course. So the cam cover has come off for the 3rd time. So now we're going to remove the valvetronic motor and see if it's seized. And that could be the smoking gun. Right guys, so I'm going to end the video here with the BMW. Basically next week you can see us take off the cam cover again. And in here there is the valvetronic sensor thing. So we're going to replace that. And hopefully next week's video it'll be sorted. Hopefully it won't be a new engine. So yeah, if you like this video, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff, and yeah, hit me up in the comments. Right, so cheers.